Alright, so this is going to be a pepper review for the Inca Berry Pepper. Interesting name for this pepper. Not quite sure why they call it the Inca Berry, but that's what it's called. And as you can see, the leaf is a kind of a broadleaf on this one, and the stem is smooth, and you got a little bit of purpling at the nodes. Now, do I got any open flowers? I do not have any open flowers, unfortunately. But as you can see, the Inca berry looks like a fish. You can see the fish lips on that Inca berry right there. And not all of them do that, but some of them do. That one did. Maybe when they're young, they got fish lips. But I've been waiting forever for these things to turn red, and they just kind of hit this orangey color, orange-red color, and that was it. I don't know how much longer I have to wait, but we're getting, we're mid-September now, so we're getting into that period of time where, something's going to have to happen, and I don't want everything to happen at once. So that means if I wait all the way another month and a half from now and everything's ripening up, then I'm running around like a chicken without its head trying to do a review on the peppers and taste test them. But we're gonna pick this one right here, because this one seems to be about as close to ready as possible. And why they call it the Inca berry, I'm not sure. There is a little bit of history behind this, so I would have to look that history up and put it down in the description. But offhand, I don't know what that is because I didn't look it up before I actually went out here to do a pod review. I just kind of walk out here and see what's ready and start recording. So that's what it looks like. It's beautiful pepper, actually. And it's kind of a round, kind of a pungent type pepper. Here's a few more. Look at this one. One there. And so that's what they look like. So let's turn you around and give it a taste test. Alright guys, here we are. Doing another pod review with the Inca berry. Why did they name it the Inca Berry Pepper? I don't really know. There must be some kind of history behind this for them to call it that. And maybe it has some kind of history with the Incas. I don't know. It might. But there is a history behind it. Offhand, I don't know what it is. I will put whatever I do find about it in the description. You can read about it there. But here it is. And we are going to do a taste test and bite it right now. Had like an intense type of a soap flavor. Not necessarily the ivory soap that I always talk about. But some type of a soap flavor. Very intense. I thought it was going to be super hot for a minute. It had a really nice pepper flavor. It's just that tangy, soury flavor to it in the beginning was like, whoa. Threw me off for a minute. It was like, oh. It was almost like eating a lemon. So far, really no heat. There is a little bit of heat on it, but not very much. Let it build. The flavor was really strange. It was just, when I bit it, it popped. Almost like this thing was pressurized like a balloon. It popped, and then that flavor that came out of it was like, I didn't know if I wanted to spit it out or not. I didn't know if it was bad or really weird flavor. But then after that part kind of subsided, a nice peppery flavor came in after. It tastes like a really nice pepper. Just that soury thing that's going on there was a little intense for a minute. It does have a fruity flavor to it, very mildly, but there's this tangy taste that comes with it. It's not super awful or anything. But it does have a little bit of a flavor that'll throw you off. When you first bite it, you're like, oh, I didn't expect that, Kind of throws you off, but it's not bad. I'll be honest with you. But after that part subsides, it leaves a nice aftertaste of a nice pepper, believe it or not. It has a nice pepper flavor to it. Just that funky flavor in the beginning is a little weird. Heat-wise, I'll say probably around 200 on the Scoville. Not much more than that. It ain't much hotter than maybe a very hot pepperoncino, the hottest pepperoncino you're gonna get. Probably around that heat for that. And generally, pepperoncinos really don't have any heat. The heat is strange. It's just heating up the top roof of my mouth, a little bit on the tongue, and towards the back of the throat a little bit. But it's very mild, very subtle. You could almost not even detect it. Very pleasant burn. I thought it was going to be super hot for a minute because I tasted like a really strong soapy flavor. I figured, uh-oh, wow, this is going to be something else. No, it's not bad at all. So this must be one of the other ends of the capsaicin spectrum. You know, has that soapy flavor, but doesn't mean it's hot. It's a good pepper to grow. It's very interesting. I'd like to grow this by itself in a field and see how it does outside. You know, in an open environment, open sun and everything. Probably get pretty big. It is a kind of a pepper where it kind of does let out a little bit of like a pepper gas. You will cough and kind of sneeze a little bit. I just coughed a little bit, and every time I inhaled, it got itchy like, or a pepper spray type of effect. So yeah, there is a little something going on there. Not sure what, but lips are heating up a little bit. Very mild. Very, 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 very low burn. But it is nice. It's a pleasure doing a pepper like this. But it's not only it's a low burn, but it's like a long-lasting low burn. Like when you do a super hot pepper, you burn right up, you scream, and like 5 minutes later, you know, you're pretty much done. 10 minutes later, this is the kind of burn that'll just stay around very subtly and last longer, but lower temperature. Because I can still feel my lips cooking. Not cooking, but like warm, should I say. But yeah, it's a nice pepper. I will offer seeds on my website at the end of the year. So be sure to check me out there. And that's it. That was your pod review for the Inca Berry. Like, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you on the next one.